Victor Osimhen is back from injury. Victor Osimhen is currently training alone and might be selected in this weekend game. And Rhys James is also back from injury and might be available for selection in this weekend game against Chelsea and Liverpool. Remember, Chelsea will be playing Liverpool this weekend, and there are two solid defenders are not going to be available in that match as a result of the fact that they pick up their fifth yellow card in the last game against Nottingham Forest. What do you think? Do you think Chelsea we not cope with that? We not be able to cope without these two guys? What do you think? Do you think Liverpool is going to take advantage of the fact that these two guys who have actually made Chelsea to be as solid as anything in their defense line? Do you think Liverpool is going to take advantage of the fact that these two guys are not there and beat Chelsea mercilessly? Or do you think that game will be a draw? Do you think it's going to be a go-go? Or do you think Chelsea will win them? What do you think will happen in that game? I would really love to have your prediction in the comment section. Do you think Chelsea have a perfect replacement for these two guys, Fofana and Cucurella? Do you think Chelsea have a perfect replacement for them? Because Liverpool is a team that love running and running until the last minute. They don't give up. You know, Liverpool style of game that they would like to attack you until the last minute. So they need such people who have solid strength to curtail them. Because when these people are available, they can be able to contain that attack, because Liverpool attack is very, very active all the time. So you need a solid defender that have that physical strength to help and contain that attack even until the last minute. Because to be honest with you, what's if you watch that Nottingham Forest, you will agree with me that they play that physical football that Liverpool will play. Because that's what Liverpool will give you when you go to Anfield. That's exactly what you will get. You will run until the last, because that game, Chelsea was, they were even thanking God that they ended that game. With 10 men, they were still pressuring Chelsea to score more goals. Imagine. So that's what we're going to see. And imagine if Chelsea were not that solid. If Chelsea were not that solid, they would have lost that game. But I know the coach did a bit of mistake. He had some mistakes that he made there, because I don't see what Jackson was doing there. Jackson wasn't in that game. Enzo Fernandez was not in that game. Fernandez is not in that game. You understand? So he would have removed all these guys on earlier. Even Sancho, he wasn't, he wasn't doing much of what I anticipated him to do, because that game, it wasn't going our way. So we needed people that would do something extraordinary, but he was not doing that. So you would have taken all these guys off. Look at those guys he brought in. If he had brought these guys earlier on, we would have won that game, because those guys came in, started giving them much pressure. They almost scored, if not for the keeper. The two keeper that they were the man of the match of that game. They were the man of the match for that game. They really gave out their best that day. So Chelsea need enough strength to play Liverpool. Then, away from that, these are the list of the selection that Enzo Maresca might likely be going with over the weekend against Liverpool. What do you think? Do you think this selection is as solid as something that will give Liverpool a run for their money or shake them a bit. What do you think, considering their form, their recent form under this new coach and Anslot? What do you think will happen? What do you think if Chelsea end up beating them, or do you think Liverpool will beat Chelsea? Away from that again, um, that Lookman goal against Liverpool. What do you think? Was that a goal or was that an
Let's look at it
offside?
again. There's his
Because
run.
from
Well,
even when while I was watching it, because I was
I
there
mean, that
live
is
watching
comfortably
it,
onside.
that was a clear goal. But because of the fact that in AFCON qualification, we don't have VAR. As a result of that, is affecting some of the decisions that the referees and the linesmen are making. Because that was a very clear goal. If there was a VAR, I am sure they will be able to find out or figure out that that was a goal. They would have been able to come out with that favorable decision.